Hey Rose, it's Monday, December 23rd, and we are here in Johnson County, Kansas, spending time with our families for the holidays. Johnson County is part of metropolitan Kansas City and is quite an interesting place. It has a very high average household income, and mixed with the fact that it's extremely cheap to live here keeps it in the top 5 counties for disposable income. So basically, everyone has a lot of leftover money. In fact, there is pretty much just one thing to do in Johnson County, and that is spend money. Mainly by means of shopping. So what do we do on our first full day here? We went to the locally famous Oak Park Mall, of course. Now, I am not much for shopping and consumerism, but I am a fan of hanging out with my family, and if my family's going to the mall 2 days before Christmas, then I am too.
With the computer age, and everybody's like this.
Yeah.
The strongest index fingers ever. Now, baby, I'm gonna punch a hole in your jacket. Thank you. Carl Weiland.
Getting to hang out with my sisters is always fun. We have a lot of fun and we get along really well. Can you tell how much we love each other?
Oh, you didn't get any sand on your face though, did you?
Not being one for shopping, I spent a lot of time hanging out and waiting outside of stores, but I enjoy people watching, so it wasn't so bad. This also gave me a lot of time to think. While I sat in a stupor, anesthetized by the copious and all too frivolous consumption that enveloped me, I couldn't help but ponder the problems associated with such spending. Consumerism is attributed to many global problems such as natural resource overextraction and the destruction of environments and cultures in order to provide the materials for such consumption. It is, however, important not to confuse consumption with consumerism. Consumption is just the act of using something. We all consume, we need to, and we will never stop. The problems lie with consumerism, or when the act of consumption becomes the defining system of a society. As I sat there though, I thought of a quote by a certain author and vlogger and someone I am proud to call my idol that states that the truth resists simplicity. Basically, this means that most topics are more complex than we give them credit for. This made me think about the effects of consumerism that are actually beneficial to us. For instance, the elevated purchasing drive causes large companies to spend a great deal of money on research and development. For example, if everyone wants the newest, best technology, then companies are motivated to spend much more time and money developing the newest technology. A common example is computers and cell phones driving the development of computing technology, but to an extent, this exists in all industries. The more clothes we buy, the more advanced the clothing industry gets. The more home furnishings we buy, the more advanced the home design industry becomes, and so on. We also have to remember that consumption isn't driven by evil. Humans don't cut down the rainforest because we are evil. We cut down the rainforest because we have the desire to provide shelter for our families. We don't pollute because we are evil. We pollute because we require the energy necessary to provide a comfortable life for ourselves and our loved ones. With such a complex system of benefits as well as disadvantages of consumerism, it can be overwhelming. Such complexities cause us to think that we can't possibly make a difference or decide what is right or wrong. But to me, this is just further proof that the significant positive changes to our planet are actually based on the seemingly insignificant decisions that we make on a daily basis. Rose, I'll see you right now. In an unfortunate yet not surprising turn of events, it seems I've lost my grandmother at the mall. What's the most interesting thing you saw at the mall today, Grandpa?
Well, I'll have to think about that.
I
think it's the number of people here milling around.